Hi everyone, Tish here and welcome back to the John Banks Review channel. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at this, the Suzuki Swace. It's the brand's mid-sized estate hybrid car and there's been some changes for 2023. It now has a more powerful engine but it's just as economical as ever. It's also had some changes to the exterior, the equipment and also the safety included. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you all the changes for 2023 as well as everything you need to know about the Suzuki Swace. So if that does sound good, then please keep watching. And if you like car reviews from Suzuki, Mazda, Honda, Hyundai, Renault, Alpine and Dacia, then this is the place to be. Go ahead and join the John Banks Review channel. If you did have any questions or queries about the Suzuki Swace, or if you'd like to take it for a spin yourself, then you can do that by getting in contact with one of our sales associates via the link in the description box. So to start with, let's talk about the exterior changes for the 2023 Suzuki Swace. The front of the Swace remains mainly unchanged and still offers sharp swooping lines and a large glossy grille. The Suzuki badge sits proudly on top of the bonnet. The rear bumper has however been slightly redesigned to include some chrome-tipped edges to the diffuser and now offers LED taillights. The Suzuki Swace is a product of a collaboration between the two Japanese car makers, Suzuki and Toyota. Together, they've shared cars, with Suzuki giving Toyota some of their vehicles in other markets. But for Europe and the UK, Suzuki have chosen to take the Toyota Corolla and create their own version in the Swace. And this is definitely not something which Suzuki is embarrassed about because Toyota build fantastic hybrid engines. The Toyota Corolla offers a ton of space and fantastic hybrid running costs. And that is exactly why Suzuki was proud to adapt this platform. Plus, what are the benefits of going for the Suzuki? Well, for one, they're rarer. You don't see many Swaces on the road, but also they undercut the Corolla by about £750. There's been significant changes to the engine and hybrid system, with enhanced performance and minimal changes to the fuel consumption and CO2 emissions. The electric motor's output increases from 71 brake horsepower to 93 brake horsepower, so the total power output is 138, a 15% increase on the old car. The Swace now takes 9.4 seconds to get from 0 to 62. That's an improvement of a whopping 1.7 seconds. However, the Swace is pretty much just as efficient as before despite the extra power. CO2 emissions actually fall by 1 gram per kilometre, and Suzuki's 62.7 mile per gallon figure is reachable if you're careful. There's also more safety technology on board for 2023, with updates to the anti-collision warning system's detective range and the addition of a safe exit assist system. This warns occupants if they're about to open the door into the path of perhaps a cyclist or a car which is approaching from the rear. A driver monitoring system has also been added to check attention levels. Just before we get into the rest of the video, we want to hear from you. Here at John Banks Reviews, we want to know which cars you want to see featured on the channel. At John Banks, we have Mazda dealers, Suzuki, Hyundai, Honda, Renault, Alpine and Dacia. And we want to know, what cars do you want to see on the channel? The interior of the Swace is best described as simple and functional. Everything feels very good quality inside the cabin. You've got a nice leather-wrapped dashboard and you've got nice supportive front seats, as well as a cloth armrest, which can be slidden forwards and backwards. There are more premium rivals in this segment which feel better quality inside, but none are better value than the Suzuki Swace. The steering wheel is multifunctional and you do have adaptive cruise control as standard, including quite a lot of specification. It's also pleasantly simple with just 2 trim levels. The Motion model comes with heated seats and a heated steering wheel, keyless entry and start, rear parking camera, dual zone climate control, automatic lights and rain sensing wipers, and stepping up to the Ultra model is treated to leather trimmed seats, a 360-degree parking camera and wireless charging. However, it does need to be noted that though you do get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard, wired in the Motion and wireless in the Ultra, you don't get a sat-nav with the Swace. Inside the boot of the Swace you get a whopping 596 litres. It's really usable as well. You've got this flat load area and you've got underfloor boot storage. The boot floor can also be reversible, meaning on the other side it's waterproof. You get a retractable parcel shelf and even some hidden storage at the back of the boot. You can also drop down the rear seats using the levers on the edge of the boot. Once the rear seats are dropped down, this of course extends the boot even further. And you can even fit a bicycle in the boot without taking off the rear wheel. Rear space is also impressive with lots of legroom and headroom. You also get a pull-out armrest with 2 cup holders. So there you have it. The changes to the new generation of Suzuki Swace may be very subtle, but they're all extremely welcome. Who can argue about a more powerful car which is just as economical? I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you did have any questions or if you wanted to test drive a Suzuki Swace yourself, then you can do that by getting in contact with one of our sales associates via the contacts down below. If you've enjoyed the video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more car reviews like this, then you know what to do. Go ahead and join the John Banks Review channel. Until next time, bye!